The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What's happening, Octo family? We are taking a look at another definitive guide on all things electric vehicles. We're going to go on some stuff, some targets that haven't even announced yet that I think should or could or will or might. Some specs that might be taking them, and some that are just kind of chilling. All electric vehicle stocks to buy, number 2, non-LOI edition, before they're cool. Some possible EV targets that we definitely need to pay attention to and maybe get a little background, do a little investigative work on. Number 1, Bollinger Motors. Does anyone even know what this is? I personally like this one. These are the big, rough, and tough versions of electronic vehicles. I think they got all metal bodies. They got rivets down the side. They're pretty sweet. They're going to be expensive though. So they're not going to be for, the mom taking groceries and the kids that wants to spend 30 or 40 grand. Just going to have to pay up a little bit more than that, probably about 6 figures. Regardless, this is one of those companies I've talked about, electronic vehicle companies who have got the product, it's hanging out. They're trying to do funding through a bunch of random people and it's just going nowhere. So what would work for them? A SPAC. Is it going to happen? I definitely think so. They were first denying it for me, telling me no. But then an article came out, what was it, like 3 weeks ago or something, maybe a month? And they were basically saying, we're kind of looking at it now. Kind of looking at specs now. Come take a look. I got links on all these down in the description on my site. Boom. Go right to link there. Next one we got to pay attention to is Bird electric scooters. I'm not too excited about this one. In fact, this one, I'll write a pop. It's not something I would enter over $13 on Commons. I'm all for it. I mean, that's cool. That's great. Electric scooters around the world. But I mean, I don't know. The cool factor, right? The cool factor. It'd be fun if you're on a vacation or something. I mean, I guess in big cities, if you're in downtown New York and you want to be able to get around, not take a taxi, you can just fly by them on one of these. Yeah, that'd be fun. But I don't know. It might be a decent play. But again, this is one that if it came out, I would not chase it. Still could maybe do all right, though. Maybe 15, 18. But I'm more of a Bollinger guy myself. Here's another one. This is electric vehicle charging station. Electrify America. Y'all heard of them? Ever charge your vehicle at Electrify America? These guys are pretty big. So compete with SBE, ChargePoint. Will it be them? No, probably not, because ChargePoint is just too darn big, right? But the deal is, it's another one to pay attention to. And charging stations have been flying. If Blink can be where it was and where it is now, there's no reason this thing should not pop. So if we get an LOI or potential rumor on something with this, we'll do pretty well. TU, simple, LiDAR sensor, size semi-truck auto driving. So this is sensors for basically all big boy semi-trucks and stuff like that. So this might be a decent play. It's not something that's going to take a whole market though. So it's not going to be something that can grab everything. That's one of the reasons I don't like it. I like it because it's specified and it might be the best in that sector, but they don't have the whole rest of the sector. Right? We actually have a video on this one if you want to take a look at it. A lot more detail. In fact, I've got 2 videos on this one. We'll talk about the companies that could be going with them, but one of them is Quell and the other one is CCAC. Either or, I think those are both good parks. Next one, which I am kind of excited for, total possibility, is called Pulstar. Y'all heard of them? Pulstar? I like these electronic vehicles. I'm not a fan of most. I'm not a fan of most vehicles at all whatsoever. These things are sweet. They kind of look like those Lambos, those Virgin. Remember that Virgin video we did the other day? Those new Lambo designs for Asia. Kind of got that same realm to them, but they're like bigger, roomier sedans, big sedans, right? They've got some other cars too, but this one would be sweet. They've got ties with other people like, I think like Volvo and all that, but this could still totally go the route. Next one we're going to talk about is Hercules electric trucks. We've actually talked about this a couple other times here. We found out that this was an actual total Photoshop rip from a Nissan truck. Totally bad. You can tell it's Photoshopped. This is the only picture Hercules has on their website. But now what's come out is a press release talking about how Hercules is actually working with Nissan. So that could be why they took it from the Nissan, but still, this is early stage, but come watch this video if you haven't. You need to know a little bit about this company. They could be pretty sweet. It's kind of one of those plasticware companies, though, at this point. It could be fine, though, but it's not going to be a Class A, a Tier 1, I would say at all. Next one here is Envision Aesc, their division at Envision of Aesc, the electric vehicles and the wireless charging. This could end up being huge too, right? This is the Virgin speculation we're talking about. It would work for them because Envision is already making vehicles for them. Virgin's got a SPAC. They could grab this EV line. Regardless, these are amazing. If you haven't seen my video on this that I did the other day, go watch it. Envision. It'll blow your mind what these cars can do and what they look like and all that. Just super sick. Next one, Lucid Air 1. The Lucid vehicles. These ones are really cool. I'll take that back. I don't think they're really cool. I think that they're okay. It's not really my style. There's a lot of Saudi ties in this, and we've got a couple videos on who we're thinking this could be. Go watch these videos. In fact, I've got 2 on who I think will be taking them. Take a look. Here's another cool one called Why Tri-City Wireless Charging. Wireless charging for electronic vehicles. This could be cool. Do they have patents on it? I haven't gotten that far looking at it to figure it out. I don't know. But regardless, they've got some decent technology. They can imagine if, like, at every shopping center, like you pull up to Costco and there's electronic vehicle charging that's wireless. You can just pull up and it just beams your stuff in and out. It's sweet. So come take a look at that one if you want. There's another truck called the Atlas truck. This one is actually pretty cool. They actually have it designed and looking sweet. It looks like a lot more further along than that Hercules one. But again, these guys are like in that Bollinger and Hercules stage where they're just like, these guys are even trying to do like almost like a GoFundMe thing. But they need like $40 million. You can get some dudes excited about a truck, but $40 million cash worth. Last time I checked, they're like $2 million, $3 million. I don't know. My big problem is even if they get to the $40 million, I don't think that's going to be enough whatsoever. I don't think it's going to be enough at all. These guys need to go with the SPAC. I've been harping on them about it. They know it. They just, people get this bad taste in their mouth or whatever, and they're like, no, we want to keep the company internal and do it our own way. And they don't have a company. I'd rather have part of a company that's awesome than 100% of something that's not. Now we're going to talk about stock tickers. All right, so we've got some ones that some targets we want, but what about some tickers that we can buy while they're not cool yet? That's what we need to do. That's how you win in this SPAC game. Buy them when they're not cool yet. SOAC. I've done a bunch of videos on SOAC. Talked about them a ton for a long time. Come take a look at this video if you want. Lots of good information on SOAC, Sustainable Acquisition. There's even a rumor with Sungevity. So this could be like a solar play or an EV play. But regardless, they want to remove some bad emissions out of the air. The Virgin, the VGAC, we're already just talking about that one, VGAC. This one is not at the floor, right now because it's already been hyping, but paying 11 or 10.50 is a lot better than paying 17 and trying to ride up, right? There's another one, JIH, Juniper Industrial Holdings. Go watch my video on them. In fact, I have 2 videos on them. Go watch them. This one is sweet. Got lots of ties to some cool places. Here's one that no one talks about. MLAC. Malacca Straits. Anyone in this one? You can get these for cheap right now. The warrants go from like 40 to 60 cents. This is going to be like a South Asia market. So we're talking like Thailand, not North Korea, but like Thailand down there. This one could be pretty cool. It could either be something like ramen noodles or it could be electronic vehicles. I go into more detail in here. Take a look. Another ticker y'all need to be aware of is AEA, Bridges Impact. Look this one up, AEA Bridges Impact. This is another decent one that you should pay attention to. No one is talking about this, which means it's probably pretty cheap right now, huh? We are a newly organized, differentiated, special purpose acquisition company driven by the clear conviction that the business will thrive in the next decade are those that are helping to build a more sustainable and inclusive economy. Here's some of their goals. They're talking about no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, okay. But then they go life on land, life below the water, helping fish, climate action, reduced inequalities, gender equality. I don't know, there's a lot. You're going to have a lot of SPACs. But, you know, sustainable cities and communities, clean water and sanitation. So this could be some sort of EV type of play. It's definitely, let's call it ESG, right? Star Peak Transition Corp, STPK, Star Peak. Take a look at these guys. Market leading business focused in climate change initiatives, reduce carbon emissions, usually by vehicles, and improving energy ecosystems efficiently. Defined as energy transition is what they're calling it. Come take a look at that on their website. They got vehicle charging station right in the background picture here. They've also got robotic farming like Novs, N-O-V-S. Anyone ever get that one? I still like that. I wish they would have done more than just tomatoes though. Tomatoes is a good sector though. We go right. Increased focus on climate change initiatives, reducing carbon footprint. I got more information if you want to read more about any of these. Come over here. QELL, Quell. It's another one, you know, it's not at the floor right now, but it's still cheaper than paying 17 or 15 after it pops, right? There's another one that people, you know, haven't talked about, but don't forget Mr. Chamath Palihapitiya, his first, I don't know if this is first, but one of his big deals was with the Virgin Galactic. You know, we were hoping for some more cool rocket stuff, but unfortunately his last two for me have been, if not, okay. He sees it. He won't admit it, but he sees it. You think that this guy doesn't want a cool factor stack? He does. He won't ever admit it. He's jealous of the EVs. He won't admit it until he has one. And he's going to say how cool they are. Regardless, iPod, IPOE, and IPOF, the big daddy of the bunch, the biggest MERS. Those small, medium, large. If you want to know more about them, come watch this video. I did a whole rundown on them. Regardless, this could easily pick up one. Decarbonization Plus Acquisition Corporation. Y'all heard of that? Probably not. Acquire and operate a business in industries that may provide opportunities for attractive risk-adjusted returns in one of the multiple sectors that may advance the objectives of global decarbonization. This includes energy, agriculture, industrials, transportation, commercial, residential sectors. We believe the areas review. So there's another one. You know, and I try to link on every single one of these. Like this one's going to go to their website or SEC filing. Hopefully it's pretty helpful to y'all. Again, we've got a link here. This one is called Tortoise Acquisition the Second. Anyone in the first? Could someone tell me who they were? Mr. Helion 2.0. Tortoise Shell Fam. We intend to focus our search on target businesses in the broad energy spectrum or sustainability area, targeting industries that require innovative solutions to decarbonize in order to meet critical emissions reductions. Why wouldn't this be some in the EV sector? They know how it goes with the first one, right? One of the best flying ones out there. Yeah, take a look at this one. Tortoise Acquisition number 2. Number deuce. CCAC, Citic Capital. No one talks about this one. Got a video here going over a bunch of information. Could even get into Faraday. I go over here. Come take a look. Come watch this video if you haven't. CLII, Climate Change Crisis Real Impact. Y'all on that one? You ever heard of it? Can you guess what it's about? I didn't have to tell you, right? Just by the name. How about Peridot Acquisition Corp? You heard of that? Probably not. blank check company targeting opportunities of companies that focus on environmentally sound infrastructure, industrial application, disruptive technologies that eliminate and mitigate greenhouse gas emissions and or enhance resilience to climate change. Yeah, they got BMRG looking batteries here, something to do with farming, windmills, solar, water. There's another one. Legato Merger Corp. Listen, I know this is getting overwhelming at this point, but this is how you win, all right? Even if you want to just pick 5 on here or 10, because there's actually way more that I could even list. I'm not even going to list them all. 5 or 10, maybe 20. It's probably the smart way to play this. Get in now before it's cool. If you don't believe me, ask our long-term subscribers. Renewables, energies, infrastructure, engineering, construction, industrial industries, Legato Merger. Y'all heard of them? Got a link for you right here. Could be in the bag SPACs, heavyweight weighted rumors, not 100% official yet. I was going to do this video, Friday or something? Didn't get to it till now. The first one was Lightning Electric NGA. Y'all might know from my live video this morning, this is now official. Absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome SPAC. Was anyone in this from the beginning when we first started talking about NGA? When we were getting our warrants for free? Did anyone get free warrants? Remember I was teaching how to get free warrants out of this company? Man, look at them today and wait until, wait a month. I got like 4 videos on NGA. If you would like to come watch some, search the channel, search my website. Got a lot, and I did one this morning on NGA. Watch that one. There's another one here, Lightning Motors, ticker GIK for me, but type in Gig Capital 3. Again, now we're still in speculation on this one, but they've got one of those like rumored rooster articles that came out. Come watch this video right here. This one is going to be really good too. Also have Amazon ties. Anybody who's already working for Amazon, electric vehicles, yes. As long as Mr. Kratz doesn't mess it up, then we should be fine. FIII, Electric Last Mile Solutions. What do y'all think of this? Van looks kind of cool. It's just kind of small. I don't know who's gonna cater to. That's my problem with this one. Who is gonna buy this van? There's maybe a market, I don't even know, but small little cargo vans like this, who uses those anymore? I don't know. Maybe because they don't exist. But anyways, this is kind of a cool one. Come take a look at this video here. Again, there was other EVs I could have mentioned. We could have speculated for all day, 24 hours, talking about other EV companies. I want to get at least the meat of the market on here. There's one I'm going to drop to my Patreons, though, that I think is going to be pretty sweet. So I'm going to send that off before I get this video out. But regardless, I want y'all to be aware of this. Come to my site if you want the list. I'm going to probably just end up updating just this post. So new ones or new SPACs start coming out. And if it has to do with that, I'm just going to start updating this. And I don't know if I'll put it at the bottom or top, but I'll probably put it at the top. That's what I'll do. We'll just start feeding at the top. So if you want to save this link, it's down in the description. Send it to your friends, whatever you want to do. If you want to get access to our live videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.